but a year before, if we must have a conversation around this. For me, I still have the energy, and I believe that Kenya will be a better country to live in. I remember almost 40 years ago, or 30-something years ago, when we were in the university, and women in the public service, they never used to get a house allowance for whatever reason then. And it came from us, the university students, that we said, no, these are our sisters. We cannot leave campus assuming that it is only the men who get the house allowance. Some may not have that history, Malombe, but you know that history was there. And what this means is that stand for someone's rights, and you will make a better nation, a better country tomorrow for the generations to come. God bless Khrc. God bless Khrc. Thank you very much.
Anachukua, anaweka, wa. Le général Dangote. Anachukua, anaweka, wa.
Thank you so much. I'd like to now invite Mr. Vincent Omunyin, Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you, DJ. I'm here to just say two things. One is the apology from our head of office, who did not make it here to this very important event. Then two, my congratulations and the congratulations of our office to Kenya Human Rights Commission for this very greatest milestone. Recently, about 2 months ago, I attended a friend's housewarming, and I was telling the friend that you must be very lucky during this very economic hardship to avoid paying rent because you have your own house. And when we got this invitation, I saw two agendas. One is the housewarming, and another one is the launch of a strategic plan. And I want to use the same word to Kenya Human Rights Commission. Congratulations for this milestone. We are living in a space today that non-state actors are really struggling with liquidity crisis, not only here, but globally. So I think you thought out of the box to have this very significant strategy that will sustain some of the activities that you want to do, to save a coin so that most of the resources that you have goes directly to our citizens. Two, on the strategic plan, I want to congratulate you. I've heard my brother Walid speak about the origin of Muhuri. I didn't have this connection until today. I've had a privilege of working with a human rights civil society organization at the coast. And I've always thought, and I think I'm very right, that most of the civil society organizations at the coast originated from Muhuri, right? So I didn't know that there's a grandfather here. You see that connection? And when Omondi from Midriff to Loso speaking, I can now appreciate the role Kenya Human Rights Commission has played over the 30 years to build a civil society organization that are very strong. And I think this is why we have a very vibrant civil society here in Kenya. You can really compare between the civic space here and our neighbors. I don't want to say who are our neighbors, but I think you can have that comparison for your own. And you will appreciate the space that we have because of this engagement and because of this network that we've had over the years. So really ours is to congratulate you for this. And I also have a dream for you. You have a very good strategic plan, forward-looking. Many people do for 5 years. You've done it for 10 years. And Mr. Malombe was here explaining to us why 10 years, why not 5 years. So I also have a dream for you. This runs until 2030. So next time when you invite us here, in the next 10 years, Dr. will have retired. I think myself I'll be heading there. So in the next 10 years, when you invite us, I think have a vision to also launch a regional office, a regional human rights resource center that can also support our neighbors. With those very few words, I don't want you to clap for me. But I want you to clap for the Kenya Human Rights Commission. And I want you to do it in a very special way. Where I come from, we appreciate the rain. And there's this rain called El Nino that comes once in so many years, right? So I want us to all stand up and appreciate them with El Nino. El Nino comes from where? Up, right? Do it again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And so now I would like to call up Roland Ebole, representing Ford Foundation.
Thank you so much, Nerima. I have not yet transitioned from Amnesty International. And kudos KHRC, kudos Kenya Human Rights Commission. Viva KHRC, viva! Viva KHRC, viva! It is not just Muhuri, I think even Amnesty kinda was born. You know, it's not just our national organizations, it's also international organizations. And I know Maina has a lot to say about that. And many others. There's Khrc, there's who else? Malombe would actually say KHRC has given birth to a lot, many organizations. So my name is Roland Ebole. I'm completing my term at Amnesty International as regional researcher, covering Uganda and Tanzania, making all the noise about the transnational and cross-border repression. I remember we've taken people like Shakira to also show solidarity in trials, Tundu Lissu trial. We've gone to Uganda, where Kizza Besigye, is being held. And I think this is some of the spirit that KHRC also implanted in me more than 12 years ago almost 12 years ago when I was here. Because KHRC is just not Kenya. It has worked regionally. It has exported people to also fight and demand accountability, justice outside the country. So with that, I do not want to speak a lot. I want to first recognize former KHRC staff that I can see. I see Lucas, I see Kantai, I see Carol. Please, if you're a former KHRC staff, on your feet. Former KHRC staff. Wow. Former KHRC, remain standing. Former KHRC board members. If you've been a board member, yes, senior. If you have done any work for KHRC, like been here consulting, doing anything for KHRC. Great. Nimeona ndugu yangu wa midrift. Msijifanye mnaelewa kedekede inamaanisha nini. What does it mean? He said kedekede, I'm still looking for it. I'm Luya, we speak a lot of Swahili and I've not come across. I just know madhumuni, kwa minajili, those ones, not kedekede. Ndiposa, kedekede, hiyo ni yako, you'll tell me where you got it from. Then current KHRC board members. Beautiful, beautiful. So please clap for current staff of KHRC. Please clap for these ladies and gentlemen. They have built this institution and they continue to be part of this process, because for you being here, it means you have love for this place and you are dedicated to justice. Have your seats. Thank you. Lastly, even after appreciating them, I just want to say that, we live in a dispensation whereby we need an institution that offers that leadership in terms of whether it's research, whether it's advocacy, campaigns, to the movement. And I'm really liking what I'm seeing, this intergenerational. I'm seeing people from different, ages and, institutions and all that. And this is what Khrc you are built for. You are built to bring everyone in the room. You are built to offer this kind of platform whereby this space can continue being used by everyone who has a heart for justice, everyone who has a heart for human rights. So for those few remarks, mine was just to recognize those like me that have been here, those who are here, and everyone who's continuing to do a good job. Thank you so much, and may God bless Khrc. Viva Khrc, viva! Thank you.
MC Pato, it is your time.
Thank you DJ. Ai, tusimameni tafadhali. Watu wamechoka. Na wale wako pale nyuma songeni mbele. Akisha umekanyaga hii nyasi hapa ambayo tumewekea. Songeni hapa mbele kidogo. Kujeni wale wako nyuma songeni mbele kwa heshima kindly. Please come. Come closer. This one deserves your presence here. Yes, thank you for obeying. Please come. We are the ones fighting for justice. So it starts with us here. So please come closer. So if you have something with you, either hanky or kitambaa, please remove it and we want to wave for some vibes here. Lift it high. Wale mko nyuma songeni kidogo tu muingie ndani ya nyasi hapa. Yes. And as we do this, remember to the young people, your vote counts. Please go and be that one person that is spreading that news. What you are registered. That's your only weapon to fight all this. Sirio? Okay, now I want to take you to South Africa. I know you've been to Kenya for so long. So kindly let's board together. Lift your hands. Both. Okay. Touch your head, your shoulders, your waist. Then you jump to the right, to the left. 1 and 2. Face that side. Okay. Here we are going to have students. Okay. Lift your hands again. Touch your head, shoulders, waist. Jump to the left. 1 and 2. Face that side. Thank you. Okay. You will get it. I know some of us are buffing. Lift your hands. Touch your head, shoulders, waist. Jump to your left. 1. Hey, some are not jumping. They are just standing. You are heavy. Lift your hands. Touch your head, shoulders, waist. Jump. Follow instructions. I've not said left. Jump. Hiyo ndio mnaharibu huko kura. Jump to your left. Thank you. Okay, look at me. Touch your head, your shoulders, your waist. Touch your waist, your head, your shoulders. Your shoulders, DJ, let's go. Lift your hands kindly. Lift your hands. Let's go. I show them well. DJ, some music. Let's go. Let's go. 1 and 2, let's go. You are what? Let's go to your west. Let's jump. Lift your hands. Touch your head. Hey, your west. Hey, your west. Hey, let's go. Lift your hands. Hey, touch your head. Hey, your shoulders. Hey, your west. Hey, let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Let's go. Hey, lift the cup. Are you ready for this? Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Let's go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Hey. Okay, let's go.
Move your body out on the floor. Put your troubles aside. Start living in this body. Can't let go. Throw away all your problems. Cause right now it's party time, girl. You don't feel out of place. Cause
Are you ready to jump?
love with this feeling.
Let's go. Go, let's go.
Hope that this will last a while. We should make it last a while.
Are you ready?
You love to drink.
Hey.
So do we.
Hey.
Get my
Are you ready, my people?
bring them to me.
Hey. 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 Are you ready?
Now everybody put your
Let's go, let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Jump, 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 jump. Jump, 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 jump. Destination.
Once upon a younger year, when all our shadows disappeared,
Let's go.
the animals inside came out to play.
Hey, hey, let's go.
Went face to face with all our fears, learned our lessons through the
Our
tears,
muscles, let's go.
memories we knew would never fade. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. He took me in his arms, I heard him say, you get older, your wild heart will live for younger days. Thinking if ever
Are you ready, John?
he said one day you'll leave this world behind.
Let's go.
So live a life you will.
Remember,
My father told me when I was
I want us to jump.
these are the
Are you ready? Let's go, let's go. Jump, 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 jump. DJ. Ngoja DJ kidogo. Tuendelee tusiendelee. Hey, our parents are suffering, eh? Our parents are suffering, eh? Yeah? DJ my darling. Haya, kila mtu ajishike hivi. Mikono mbili. Mikono mbili. Tujishike. Bado tatu, si ndio? Thank you, Maina. Thank you, sir. Haya, hold your hands like this. Mr. DJ, let's go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go.
Telling me what I owe you. Telling me what you wanted me to give you. My darling. What is it that they told you? Telling me how they be fooling you like on you. Telling me how they be fooling you like on you.
3, let's go.
My darling. Baby, I'm killing you. My darling. Baby, I'm killing you. My darling.
I am about to order, let's go. Rudi nyuma kama mikono hivi, let's go. Kisha anguka nayo. Aya kidogo dichi. Wazazi wetu anguka nayo. Fall with it, eh? Anguka nayo. Injustice. Anguka nayo. Si ndio? Si ndio? Si ndio? Corruption. Wizi wa kura. Impunity. Aya DJ, let's go. Aya wazazi mguu ya left mbele. Ngoja DJ. Wazazi mkiweka mguu ya left mbele. Now shake your body the way you can. We are blessed differently. Some will dance internally. We appreciate. Others will see it. So don't mind your neighbor. Make your move. My DJ, fanya vile ulifanya Bethlehem kwa birthday ya Nebukadnezar. Are you ready? Twende chini kidogo tu. Haya hapa. Bado.
Mbogi akikingia ni kupla.
Let's go.
Huko ngabadu unachukuliwa madam.
Anguka nayo.
Anguka nayo
Majenzi.
Anguka nayo uko single for now. Mdagi mteja patikani. Hadi late night saa sita.
Mr. Maina. Twende chini. Wapi nuru ya?
Anguka nao twende down low now. Alafu click.
Hapo.
Alafu
Twende chini.
Anguka nao. Anguka nao.
Nani mwingine? Wacha. Twende.
Anguka nayo kama anguka nayo kwa
Haya, twende ninja.
Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Select cheza dopa once from the top. Whoa. Dojo mabel.
Angalia jirani yako.
Kisha speaker.
Angalia.
Shito. Fire. We light it up. Dojo mabel.
Twende chini. Angalia jirani yako, mapanga le mikono mbili. Let's go. Twende chini. Kifo cha mende maisha. Twende chini. Huko nyuma malida. Walida. Mikono mbili mapanga le. 1, 2, 3. Weka mikono mbili juu. Tunakujua. Hati.
La. Ako kapengika area. Nakakitaka mchapa.
Weka twende.
Nakula kiapo ndai hapa. Aje. Don't connect nikirusha mamistare. Viungo wene nguwa mwili hatare. Waina mkoti nishikishe male. Twende maeneo tumelaliana. Boy kijana wa ingo. Napenda njugu na mukombero. Kingo masel napenda masingo. Kifo cha mende ama wale.
Are you ready?
My hands, your waist. My hands, your waist. My heart. Awe kuna ni kuna. My lips, your lips. They touch. We kiss kuna ni kuna.
Haya, DJ. Wacha tupende pia wazazi wetu. Tuweke twist moja. Pia hao wakumbuke. Hey, wazazi simameni msichoke. Tumewafikia. Wamechoka. Ati majenzi wanasemanga mzazi akikwambia umevaa smart, hujavaa smart. Hivyo ndio wanasemanga, si ndio? You don't just their instincts. Aya, wazazi tuko hapa kwa sababu yenu. Majenzi wazazi wamedance na nyinyi. Twende chini kidogo. Hey, Maina wewe nikao ulikuwa muziki. Mdosi alikuwa anapiga muziki Twende chini kidogo. Bado unapiga. Makofi. Haya, one more dish twende. Kila mtu chini. Ngoja. Mdosi najua it's out of order to call you, but please come with your friends. Hapa mbele. Your friends. Your circle. Come with your circle. Kuja tu, tufuateni. Kama wewe ni rafiki ya mdosi hapa kuja. Hey, hamwezi dansia kwa viti. Wapi makofi? Sasa hawa ndio walikuwa majenzi enzi wa Kenyatta wa kwanza. Hawa ndio walikuwa wanachoma story. Nyinyi mkichoma parliament. Please, if you belong to this category, come. This is a group photo. Do not force youthful fun. You are not a youth. Okay. Kama huwezi qualify kuchukua youth fund, kuja hapa.
Ebole kuja bwana. Haya. Kuja. Kwa mchetsi wapi?
Yeah. You are young at that. Young at that. Now, to make it short and clear, if you have voted for every regime, please come here. Kama umepigia marais wote kura kuja. Okay, wacha tusiende mbali. Kama ulipigia Moi kuja. Okay, kama ulikuwa kwa upinzani ya Moi kuja. Oh, kumbe Hai, tuko na classmate wa Kenyatta. Wapi makofi? Huyu ndiye alikuwa prefect. Huyu ndiye alikuwa prefect wa Jomo. Karibu sana. Karibu sana. Yes. Siri ni gani? Siri ni gani kuishi miaka mingi kwa dunia?
Siri kuishi miaka mingi ni kuona mengi. Vile tuliona kutoka utawala wa mzungu mpaka wa leo.
Are you ready for our daddies and mummies? Gen Zs, are you ready? Hey, Gen Zs, are you ready? Aya DJ, wakumbushe miaka yao. Twende kazi DJ. Let's go. Wewe. Ati. Chini. Ati.
Nilikuta bibi wa kwanza Nairobi. Akanipenda na mimi kampenda. Nikamuuliza kama ana bwana. Akanijibu sina hata mpenzi. Nilikuta bibi wa kwanza Nairobi. Akanipenda na mimi kampenda. Nikamuuliza kama ana bwana. Akanijibu sina hata mpenzi.
Wapi makofi yao? Twende. Aya ukiwa hapo DJ hapo usisimame hapo. Sasa nataka niwaeleze tangu tuchukue aya hapo chini. Na Kenya yetu saizi iko na chini. Sasa kuna kengine pia bado ka kitambo kidogo. Hako ndio tunamalizia nako. DJ, are you ready? Haya, twende DJ. Yo ni anaudi kabaka.
Anpenda kuzilika, anpenda chicks, anpenda tigers, anpenda hizo hip six sexy kiwa bamba. Anpenda hii, anpenda that slow but ende chap chap. Anpenda hii, anpenda that slow but ende chap chap.
DJ, wacha kutwa kazi wewe. Haya, kaeni chini nitawaita. Bob Marley, haya DJ. Ile Bob Marley ile teach the world ama ni gani? Bob yoyote. Haya, yoyote mzuri. Kumbe wewe ni mrasta.
Ala.
Ati wagwan
Dreads tu nimekata wa.
Wapi nduru ya mrasta wewe? Haya DJ, are you ready? Haya.
Nani yako na split size?
Aha. Wewe msiingie box, anataka kuona wale wanatumia miadarati na wako hapa. Nani yako nayo? Ameitisha. Shuki. Amujui? Huyu anasema ni wa praise and worship ya Redeemed. Ajui. Maidisha, you ready? Haya, twende. Haya ndio basi, twende. Mkono moja juu. Reggae ni mkono moja juu. Alafu nasema tu ja Rastafari. Are you ready? Hey, let's go. Twende. Ruka.
I'm on the road.
Peppa.
And then I check a stop.
Ruka.
I had to run like a fugitive.
Wapi.
To save the life I live. I'm
Inua mikono juu.
iron like a lion.
Twende.
In Zion.
Peppa.
Iron like a lion.
Hadi.
In Zion.
Mikono mbili juu, twende.
Iron lion Zion.
One love.
as it was in the beginning. Wapi mikono juu. Asante watu wangu wa reggae. Pulo DJ. Maximum respect to this culture. Huo ni uzao wa Bob Marley. Majenzi, shangilieni wazazi wetu. And now, ladies and gentlemen, because of time, allow me to return the microphone to my elbow Nerima. Makofi kwake tafadhali. Karibu sana.
Thank you. As usual, MC Pato, good job. I've never seen some people dance like that. Weh, thank you for that memory. It'll always be etched anyway. Right now, I'm seeing our EDs being briefed. We are now going into the keynote right before we speak. So I'd like to invite ED Malombe to please invite our keynote speaker. Thank you.
I'm so fired. I'm a man of reggae. Hey. So this is the opportunity to invite our keynote speaker, General, Comrade, Joshua Okayo, youth leader, Okil, and a human rights defender, and today at Inuka's event, Civic Action Champion. Karibu sana. You address this political gathering. It is honor and a pleasure to have you in this occasion. Hey!
Thank you, Davis. And thank you, Nerima, comrades. Leaders, Chief, I didn't know your name is Chief, your other name. Admiral. Comrades, compatriots, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Joshua Okayo, and I'm happy to be here. I'm blessed to be here. I'm grateful to be amongst all of you. Before I begin my keynote address, you know, it sounds so big. You know, when Khrc reached out to me that I'm going to give this keynote address, I was like, hey, sasa hiyo ndio gani? Okay, I know what it is, but I was like, okay, Khrc is big. I know I have addressed people, I have done some of these things before, but mainly, as you can see, I'm young, unless my face doesn't, maybe my face is older than I am, but I am young, and so I've engaged with young people. It's easier to engage with young people, speak amongst young people, and just do things that, bring us joy and fun. I was saying before I begin, I want to appreciate some people. We have acknowledged very big people who have made serious contributions to the civic space in Kenya for the longest time. We have acknowledged partners who have in one way or another contributed to what we are enjoying now. Because even if we are at a bad place, we have to accept that we are at a better place. And we were at a worse place before, and there are people who actually worked for us to get to this better place. But what we are saying, and that is why we have this launch for the strategic plan, is that we can get better than what we have now. And that is why we are here today. And key people who have started that journey and who have probably in one way or another gotten themselves in that journey, knowingly or unknowingly, maybe they liked it or not, are also with us here today. And there are people whom for the longest time, and when we say the longest time, Gen Z's, the longest time is a quarter 2 months, ama 2 years. So, and for the longest time, when we go to the streets, na tiaga zikaneonga pa, nikiangalia hivi naona Ojiro pale, naona Ojiro anasema, Okayo, wamekuumiza. Comrade Ojiro, salimia watu hivi. Huyo ni mwana mapambano. Na kila wakati nakumbuka there's a time I was hit with the rungu by a police pale CBD. And Ojiro is one of those guys who came and carried me and rushed me to the hospital. Thank you, my comrade. And let's continue doing the work of God. Shakira, I know my rights. I am fighting for me and you and your children. If you saw that video, this is the lady that stood up to police officers and told them that you are hitting us, but we shall stand nonetheless, and we shall continue telling you that this is not the right thing to do. My comrade, I salute you. Thank you. Tatiana, she takes her time to ensure that young people actually get the depth of what we are talking about. Because most of us just watch 2-minute video and we're like, aya, finance bill ni mbaya hivyo, tuendeni streets. You understand? But she has taken her time to make videos on TikTok, and you know TikTok is a big thing now. And she is teaching people on what is entailed in whatever we are fighting for and we are fighting against. I salute you, my comrade. Comrade Sefu, huyu si mmesikia tu. Art is at the very central of the struggle. And we must appreciate people who are using art to ensure that we continue the struggle. She has a very melodious voice. And every time we are on a march, we always listen to Sefu as she sings some of the songs that we enjoy so much. Na katiba yetu wa Kenya, katiba yetu wa Kenya, tutekeleze. Na wamama wetu wa Kenya, wamama wetu wa Kenya, tupite. Na wasichana wetu, wasichana wetu wa Kenya, tuwatete. Na vijana wetu wa Kenya, vijana wetu wa Kenya. So in that spirit, as we always sing that we have to fight for our young people and we have to fight for ourselves, we have to protect our women, and we have to fight for the old, and we have to keep our civic space free from these hooligans, she sings. I appreciate you, my comrade. Simba. This gentleman, the brother was killed in last year's protest. And since then, he hasn't found a reason to not go to protests when called upon and when there's a right course to pursue. And he doesn't care the things he's gone through. He doesn't care the pain that he has endured. He doesn't care. He says that I've already felt the pain, it is in the past. But for me or my other brother or other sister or any of these people here not to experience what my brother experienced, I have to be at the forefront and actually fight for a better Kenya. I salute you, comrade. There are very many comrades. I mean, Roland, we've been together. I've seen you on the streets. I've seen you, Cornell, many other people. I saw the Secretary General of the University of Nairobi Student Association, UNSA. Where are you? My brother. This is the gentleman that mobilized students at the University of Nairobi to demand for their results to be released within time so that progression can actually happen in the university. Let's clap for him. And he's also one of those people who, even as we organize, those of us who have completed university, they always try to mobilize those at the universities because Gen Zs are also in the universities and outside universities. So he has played that role, and I know he has some of the many comrades with him. We appreciate you and continue doing the Lord's work. I am recognizing, and Comrade Lumwachi, sorry, I was about to forget. Comrade Lumwachi, she always shows up. She shows up. You know what it means to show up? If you know what it means, you know. Kuna mtu anasema no. If you know what it means to show up, it means this comrade, you can call her at 9 in the night. That Ojiro has been arrested, and she will come out and she will say, let us go to Central, or wherever it is he's being taken. You confirm? You confirm? Thank you. There is a comrade here. She's looking behind. Comrade Charlotte. She calls herself Charlotte Kutment. check her on your socials. This comrade here is also doing an amazing work in civic education and political engagement. We appreciate you for that. I would rather take 90% of my time appreciating things, my fellow young people, and not say anything else than just come here and blab and go and sit. Because what we are launching today gives priority to these young people who are the future. Because we are talking about consolidating people's sovereign power to claim rights and freedoms. And I was told to talk specifically about shaping the future. What rights look like in the future from the lenses of the strategic plan that we are launching today. And that is why I'm here, and that is why I needed to talk about these young people. Finally. Not finally. I have two more people, I'm sorry. Comrade Nerima. Comrade Nerima, you know what you do. I remember there's a time some of us were organizing something. And as young people, some of us are very impatient. And so we get to so many disagreements. We disagree a lot. This comrade here is always our mediator. Kitchen cabinet. The people we call Mother Hen. Ojiro, you remember Mother Hen? Nanyuki, Mother Hen. Kitchen cabinet. Comrade, we appreciate you. And you don't want to know the amount of facilitations she has done for individuals here to be able to even get to where we are going. We appreciate you and thank you. May God bless you. Viva. Now finally, I want to appreciate Comrade Magawi Maxwell. This comrade seated here. This gentleman has been working with the student caucus and ensuring that in every conversation as we try to organize manenos, we have students at the universities and all tertiary institutions actually involved in conversations and that their part is also felt. They are not just, Tatiana, what did you say? They're not just counted, but they actually count. That is what this gentleman is doing. We appreciate you. God bless you and continue doing what you're doing. So, the KHRC Strategic Plan 2025-2035 puts the young people at the very center and says that we are looking at 10 years from now. And I'm happy people have touched about the elections. We have 2 electioneering periods. And we even have a by-election in November. So we can say there are 3. And I'm happier that KHRC is not only promising, but has actually started to walk the talk by inviting one of the very youngest people in this room to deliver a keynote address. Can we clap for them? They are not only promising that, look, we are going to do this and that and that. We are going to do this road. Hii barabara kabla ya miaka miwili itakuwa imeisha. Many of us are used to promises because we want to hear big things that excite us. But we are actually not interested to see the very basic steps that people are taking to ensure that those big plans are achieved. KHRC has called on young people today. A majority of the speakers who have spoken here today are young people. True or true? True or true? That is what we call walking the talk. They are not waiting to start implementing this strategic plan after the launch, after the mega launch, which we are waiting for. They have actually started implementing the strategic plan before. Who does that? KHRC. Who does that? Who does that? Viva KHRC. He's saying yes, yes. Amesema yes, yes mingi pale. Kama umjui ndo yule. Yes, thank you. I was the president of the Student Governing Council at the Kenya School of Law last year. And Comrade Boaz Waruku was one of my constituents. And this is one of the very people who always called me and asked me how things are going. And I think there's a time, Comrade, we have planned for tea for the longest time. I hope we are going to have it. So in short, I say there are some of these people that touch our lives in our very basic, spots. But maybe we don't get to recognize them a lot. Let me give you a fun fact. When we were singing on the streets and dancing and saying, Zazana toa roho yangu, iende kukomboa nchi. Sasa natoa roho yangu iende kukomboa nchi. Sasa natoa roho ya iende kukomboa. Sasa natoa roho yangu iende kukomboa. Sasa toa roho ya iende. Sasa toa roho yangu iende kukomboa nchi. Na Rex alitoa roho yake iende kukomboa nchi. Na Rex alitoa roho yake iende kukomboa. Sasa natoa iende. Sasa natoa roho yangu iende. As we were towering our roho, people like Maina Kiai, people like all these people who have spoken here, Cornelius, Nerima, many of these people were sitting somewhere discussing how to support what is going on. Many of these people were actually supporting you in the background, and we may not have known. I have gotten the light to know. You should also know as a fellow young person. And so it means these are our comrades who have been with us through the journey. And they have not only been with us from last year to this year, but they've been with Kenyans of goodwill who have fought for freedom and have fought for the civic space for the longest time. Because if you look at the history of KHRC from, when Shakira was born, because she said she's an age mate to KHRC, there are so many other things that have happened in Kenya, and if you read deeply and read between the lines, you'll get to know that KHRC has been at the very center in ensuring that the civic space in Kenya does not shrink to its death. Talk about 1992, which I think sparked the beginning of KHRC and the need to have a human rights commission. 1990. But even if it is 1990, let me get you back a little bit. 1988. The Mlolongo voting system. Moi said that you are not going to cast your vote, and so you are going to stand behind the candidate. Ulichapwa. Oh my goodness, pole sana. And so they said you can only qualify to the final elections if you have, that is now primaries, if you have 50% of the votes in the primaries. And anyone who gets 70% of votes in the primaries is declared a winner. So you don't have to get to the final elections. Is that democracy? Is that democracy? Where an individual decides for you what has to be done. An individual decides for millions of Kenyans what has to be done. And we still have that kind of authoritarianism even in our recent times. In 1990, KHRC participated in the struggle for deletion of Section 2A, the infamous Section 2A yenye ilikuwa inasema there's only one single party. And that party is what? KANU. People had already started fighting for a better civic space, for a more open and free and democratic civic space. And these are the very people who are actually fighting at that time. Elections happened. They contributed. They oversaw elections and reported on human rights violations. They documented, which is very important, and it's one of your strategic pillars that this strategic plan is talking about, documentation. It is very important because should we not document what is happening right now, our children and future children and our children's children will never forgive us for erasing, the history of our country. There must be something to inspire the future generations. There must be something to make the future generations fight for something better. Because if they don't get to see what is happening now or what happened last year, they will not have a reason to know what is worse. And so they would think they are at the right time, or they're at the right space, sorry. All these things accumulated, and it was a journey, and this should be understood very greatly by my fellow Gen Zs, that sometimes it doesn't take just a day, or 2 days, or a month, or a year, or 2 years, or 5 years, or sometimes maybe 10 years. It might take longer, but ultimately, it will be achieved. And the continued effort and contributions and documentation and conversations and all that by these very people enabled us to have the constitution that we are celebrating very greatly today. And we are proudly saying in our international platforms that, you know, Kenya has one of the most progressive constitutions in the world. There are people who stood up for something. And there are people who came out and said something must be done. People stood up again and said, we are going to finish the job. Kidogo tu tulikuwa tunamaliza hiyo kazi. Kidogo. Kidogo. Kidogo tulikuwa tunamaliza hiyo kazi. But what we are saying is that we did not finish. But the job must be done, sindio? At the end of the day, the job must be done. And the job can only be done if we prepare for the future. And that is why we are launching a strategic plan to cover from 2025 to 2035, because we are seeing that future. I met a friend of mine yesterday, a postdoctoral researcher from Nigeria. He works with the media. And he was telling me, you know, many of us researchers are in Kenya now. We know what is happening in Madagascar. We know what happened in Nepal. We know what happened in Morocco. What is happening in Morocco? We know all that. We know what happened in Philippines. But we are here. Why? Because we want to know, why did it start in Kenya? Why Kenya? And Kenya is very important. And there's a lot of interest. And there's a lot of focus in Kenya. And it worries us, now I'm reporting, if you're still with me, it worries us that the young people of Kenya, it's like they have stopped, or they're kind of stopping what they started. And we believe that it's such struggles that contributed to even, the decolonization of Africa. And that we must decolonize ourselves from the black colonizer. And that is why we are coming to Kenya to learn. And we would want you people to continue organizing and mobilizing. And I told him, my brother, you may feel or see like nothing is happening in Kenya right now. But first of all, at least you are here. So something is happening. You would not be coming to record nothing. Secondly, we are just in a calm before a storm. And very soon, very soon, very soon, very soon. Thank you. Mungu anasaidia. And this is why I was telling the story of my friend. He said, myself and many other researchers that we, that we work with, we are looking at Africa in the next, we are looking at the Africa in 2063. It means we are planning 2063 minus 63 minus 25 is about 28, right? 28. 28, yes. So we are looking at Africa in the next 28 years. And someone said here, people like China look at themselves in the next 50 or so years. He told me Finland has a plan for 2150. Do you know what that means? That's 125 years from now. They already know, they're already planning on how they want Finland to be 125 years from now. What about us? Raila amesema, sorry. But I mean, it's reality. We are just there. amesema nini? Ameendorse nani 27th November? Huyo ako sawa. You understand? That is what we say. Former president ameendorse nani? Ameweka huyo ako sawa. We are looking at 2 months from now, 1 month actually. We are looking at 2 years from now, the next election. That is our interest. We are looking at who is going to beat who in the next elections. But we are not looking at how are we going to ensure that we claim our fundamental freedoms and rights. How are we going to ensure that the Kenya of tomorrow is a free space where you and I can speak freely? Where a young person like you and I can create a video and go viral on TikTok and no one will be following you. Where you will be able to stand on the street and stand against police brutality and no one will come and abduct you. Where you will be able to write an article and they will not use, some very bad cybercrimes act to arrest you and charge you in a court of law. Where young people will be able to go to the streets and protest and they are not arrested and charged with terrorism. We are looking at a Kenya where people will not be arrested for just going to the streets to protest. We are looking at a Kenya where young people would be able to write petitions and petitions public offices and officers, and no one will follow them after. We are looking at a country where the media will be able to speak and report exactly what is happening on the ground, and no one will close them down. We are looking at a country where civic education will be taught in schools and no president or prime minister or anyone would be able to stop that because it would be the will of the people and the aspirations of the people of Kenya. We are looking at a country where health facilities will be free and everyone will be able to afford health care. We are looking at a country where education will not be a question of should we or should we not allocate funds. We are looking at a Kenya where systems work. And these strategic plans opines, and I support that is doable and it is achievable, it is possible. If we all bring our heads together, all hands on deck, roll our sleeves high and say we are getting to the ground, we have to do this, all of us together. We are looking at a Kenya where an MP, governor, whoever it is, would be able to wait on the traffic jam because they have caused it. They have power to create more roads and build something that can help us decongest our towns, but they're not doing it. So we are looking at a Kenya where they'll be able to wait on those traffic jams or give us something better that will ensure Nairobi has no traffic jam. That is the Kenya we are looking forward to. And that is the Kenya Khrc is saying today that we are ready to fight for, and we are ready to work with the young people because they are at the center of what we are doing to achieve that Kenya. We are looking forward to a Kenya, and this is what we are working for actually. We're not just looking for, we are working for a Kenya where young people will have something to do. And young people will not be saying very painful statements like some I heard on the streets last year. Someone said, I have nothing to lose but my miserable life. Imagine when a young person says that I have nothing to lose but my miserable life. It means this person lives a life that he or she would rather die than live. And they are willing to put their life on the line to even die for a cause they are fighting for. And I love the strategic plans that Khrc has to ensure that that Kenya, and a free Kenya where everyone is able to speak, and all those things I've mentioned are able to be achieved. They have enumerated them there. And they are saying we have to embrace digital political communication. Let me tell you, Kina Charlotte Kutment, Tatiana, and many other people are currently hosting TikTok lives. Did you even know that we have a TikTok quote? Cornelius, Comrade Cornelius, do you know we have a TikTok quote? Do you know? Yes, we have a TikTok quote. And we have a judge, magistrate. The first person to be called a magistrate without qualifications. And we have advocates and witnesses. And there's a lot of prosecution going on TikTok. It is very possible. There's a time we will call the courts and tell them, bring your court to TikTok. Because that is where we are more comfortable with. Utadu. We have people who are consistently hosting Twitter spaces. Oh, now it's X. X spaces. And the conversations are continuing. But you know what? They have fragments of groups everywhere, doing almost the same thing, fighting for the same cause. But there is no particular way in which, even if we do it, in a fragmented way, we know we are together and we are interconnected. Now, that is something that KHRC is looking at through this strategic plan. And we hope that just like you started today with a bang, it's not only going to remain a promise, but you'll actually actualize that which you promised. We have people coming together to contribute for fellow comrades and saying that someone is in distress. Someone, baba yake, there's a young guy whose father suffered a stroke. And people, the TikTokers, turned up in large numbers and said, we are going to contribute for our fellow so that the father can be treated. That kind of camaraderie, that kind of solidarity is what we are looking forward to see. And we hope that KHRC will be at the center of ensuring that we have that solidarity across the country and across the region, now that you've been told that you need to have a regional office. Young people want to support ethical leaders for public offices. But they go to the ground and they are asked, how much do you have? Civic education, political engagement. It's at the very core. And we hope that those of us who have volunteered to do this, KHRC will come and walk with us hand in hand and, lift us high and walk with us to the grassroots and introduce us to your networks, because I see you have more than 30 networks across the 30 counties in Kenya. That is enough to ensure that we do serious grassroots mobilization so that we face out this kind of leadership we've had for 20, 30, 40 years. That is the Kenya we are looking at. And we hope that we are going to have many more mediators like Nerima. And that we shall be coming to that boardroom. Na mimi nakaa nasema mimi Shakira alinikosea, na Shakira anasema hata wewe ulinikosea, na tunasukumana na tunapointiana fingers, and then when we come out of that door, we are happy and we are saying we are going to walk together. That is what the young people are looking for. That is what the young people are looking for. And so many things can be said. But one thing that remains certain is that much as the team from KHRC worked on this strategic plan, and I applaud you so much for working on this plan. Much as the team worked on this strategic plan, it does not only belong to them now. This launch is not only a launch, but actually a declaration that now this is the plan for the Kenyans moving forward. Take it up and work with it. So if you are a lawyer, litigate fearlessly. Teachers, teach with compassion. And parents, raise children respectfully. Youth, let's organize relentlessly and courageously and work together to achieve a Kenya that we have never seen before. Because we are capable, we are doing the right thing, we are pursuing a just cause, and when the cause is just, conquer we must. God bless you.
Thank you, Okayo. Always so refreshing to hear from you. And we are just about to come to a close. And I would like to invite Chief to come and speak with us.
Show me the way I can go. Take me by the hand. Show me the way.
Ngana bungizela Obotika kinga mosika Yangwana koma kiseni telengano Okola bisanga zela
Yo, songs of the old. You know they say, there's no revolution without music. No revolution without. Sasa DJ, play my song.
Take me by the hand.
Ila ingine bwana.
Niko njaa hata siwezi karanga. Uwe hai shagala bagala. Niko tayari kulipa gharama. Sitasimama maovu ya kitawala. Sitasimama maovu ya kitawala. Ufisadi, ubinafsi, ukabila, kuuza sura, wataki kuuza sera. Undugu ni kufaana. Sitasimama maovu ya kitawala.
Sitasimama maovu ya kitawala. This is the rap part, but let's just sing without the instrumental. Let's put our left fist in the air. Niko njaa hata siwezi karanga. Shagala bagala. Niko tayari kulipa gharama. Hatutasimama.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is going to be short. I want to say this is, for me personally, it's a very big journey to come here. I was employee 001 in 1992-93. My salary was zero. The funding for this organization was zero in 1992. And Ford Foundation was the first ones to come and give us some money, $40,000 for 2 years. How little it was. For 2 years. So that is what started us off in 1993. So for a whole year, I was a briefcase. And I was a briefcase NGO moving from office to office and seeing how it is. So this is, for me, is fantastic. I was in my 20s when I was an ED of Khrc. I didn't consider myself a youth. Me, I thought I was adult. I was an adult. I was big enough. I could handle anybody. We sit down with people like Raila and Moite and Anyang' Nyong'o, converse as equals in meetings without fear. And I've got to say this because it happened today. For even though we're not so happy with what Raila Amolo Odinga has done in these last years, his contribution to this country in many, many ways has been immense. And we have got to give credit where it is due. I know Raila as well because when we were demonstrating in 1997, Maandamano yetu is 1997, we did it. Boys can tell you, every Saturday from March 31st for Katiba, Raila was always there. And he would mobilize his people from Kibra to come and join the protests. Every Saturday, he was there. So was Orengo. So was Moite. So was Muhisa Kitui. And there was a number of people who you may know now. But we protested every Saturday in 97. So when I saw this protest last year of young people, I was so excited. I was so happy because we have been talking about where is the fire, where is the energy, what's happening to young people. This was as you see, will not lead us to Mandamano. They'll never. They'll come other sides, maybe give you water. They'll come to the office and do an email, but will not come to unless unless it's very safe. We can't run the way we used to run before. But we will come. I mean, we like the fact that young people have taken this up. And Mandamano is one major strategy to achieve the Kenya that you're talking about, Mr. Okayo. It's very important to do that. And we have to keep thinking about it as a strategy. Not the only one, but it doesn't finish in one go, by the way. You don't succeed necessarily the first time. And anybody who has succeeded the first time is a very rare. I've been studying protests across the world for many years now. Hardly do you succeed the first time. So you keep coming back. You regroup, you re-strategize, you do different strategies, and you work on it. So I've got to say, for me, this strategic plan is important because after last year, I was very clear that we have to change the way we work in Kenya. We have to change the way we as civil society and human rights organizations work. Young people must be at the heart of everything we do. Young people must be on our board in large numbers. Young people must be on our staff in large numbers. Because that's the way it is. We can't be us old geezers everywhere making decisions for young people. Because we say, nothing without us, nothing about us without us. And so we'll have to go through some changes in our own thinking as individuals as well. Where do we lie? How do we lie? What are we doing? Because young people must come. And it's incredibly important because at the global level, the world is different. So different. The strategies that we chose in the 90s, the 2000s, using the UN, using these petitions and stuff, I'm not even sure we'll have a UN in 5 years, the way it's going. I'm not sure we'll have a UN in 5 years. So we have got to rethink our strategies. If the world has changed, the issues have been exaggerated. Extremism in every sector has increased, whether it's Jewish extremism, it's white supremacy, it's Islamic extremism, all these extremisms. How are we going to work? We have to change the way we work. We as organizations cannot work the same way. The silos we have built for ourselves as organizations, the time for us to begin thinking about how we bridge those silos, break down these walls, work together, has to happen. We cannot do everything as KHRC with that plan. I will be utterly shocked if I see that KHRC is going to villages to do civic education. Staff are doing it. No. We can't be doing that. We can't do that. There's capacity, there's groups in Midrift, there are groups in Inform Action, there are groups in Mombasa. We have got to find out how to work with other people. And they've got to do it. Whether it's student bodies, how do we do that together? So we have to reimagine our future and reimagine the way we work. The future is different. It's going to be so different. And we have to change the way we work. We just have to. So, Ronald, as you go to Ford, just tell them that KHRC is ahead of the curve. And now this 40,000, maybe make it $4 million a year. And then things can happen. But the point I'm making really is that we have to grab change. The only thing that's constant in life is change and death. Just do those things. Change is going to happen and death is going to happen. And I'm happy to be able to be part of, to help move that change a bit. I'm happy to be part of it. But I think this is not about us. This is about you. And we have always said, as the board and Komchese can tell you, that we see KHRC as Kenya. We see KHRC as embodying every single like-minded organization and people on this path. And we see ourselves giving chances to those who are marginalized. In 1993-94, when we started hiring staff, we deliberately went to look for staff who had been expelled from universities. We had looked for staff who had been jailed in the 80s for Mwa Kenya and other things. So we had a very radical staff, very radical. They couldn't write a report to save your life. But when they went and did stuff, they were very good at it. Yeah? So we had to find ways to now marry those people who can't write and those who are activists and mobilize us somehow to get, because you have to write reports to Ford Foundation. So how do you marry those talents together? And I think the same thing we have to do now in the same way. We have to give space to those young people who are willing, who have shown the proof that they care about this country and they're willing to put their lives on the line to see if we can give them space in this organization. They've got to find a way. The more, because I know one thing, the more radical the staff, the more radical the organization. I can assure you. If we are just bringing people who could be in insurance companies and bankers, this place will just be, let's write a report. Let's write a report. And reports are important, but we have to get out there. So all of you guys who are here, your friends, your colleagues, and this conversation we'll be having with Davis and the rest of the management staff, we've got to think about how we radicalize our staff. And Kawiva, even for you in Inuka, this whole message isn't just for KHRC. And how we work together and bring more and more radical people into these organizations. They have proven themselves, then they have to move the battle on. That's really what we have to do. So reimagine the world. It's different. Kenya is different. Raila's death is going to make things very different. Maybe chaotic a bit here and there. People will be scrambling to be next Kher. I have volunteered to be Kher of the Luo. Wapende wasipende. So, and anybody is available to be Kher. Anybody can be Kher. This is Kenya now. Gen Zs have no tribe, so why can't anybody be Kher? Yeah. And all those things. So we have to find a way now to end these warlords that are in charge of communities. Because they're warlords. Whether it's Uhuru or Gachagua or it is Raila or it is Ruto or it is Kalonzo, which other community? The Luya are very, very interesting. They refuse one lord. They have many warlords at the same time, mini warlords. And Kwamchesi wants to take over now. There you go. But what we want to do is finish this culture. And you guys are the ones to do it for us. My generation tried, we didn't succeed. That doesn't mean we tried very hard. It's your turn now to get rid of these warlords and this culture of warlords. The fact that somebody is your community does not mean they represent you. You speak the same language, so what? So what? Yeah, so what? So with that, please register. Young people, get your friends to register. Keep protesting too. There's not one or the other. Please. You can walk and chew gum at the same time. So you can protest and take your voter's card. Please, both. Even on election day, you can protest. Even better on that day. But keep doing these things at the same time. Is there anything else I wanted to say? I think that for me is good. We have to build an African future. I think that's important for me. As we're looking now, as the world is changing, Pan-Africanism will become bigger. The AU will probably be more important for us as we resolve our issues across the borders. So we have to start thinking now strategically, 20, 10, 15 years ahead. But I can tell you, international law, the ICC has collapsed. We're not going to do anything with it anymore. These instruments and institutions are no longer the same. And in the first place, we have to ask ourselves, if they ever were our institutions, did they ever work in our interests or not? And chances are they did. We used them. We used them very well. And I know when I was Special Rapporteur for Freedom of Assembly and Association, we used the UN and the systems pretty well. But they were not made for us. Not made for us. But now it's time for us to think through how we can influence that international agenda, whatever is going to come next. Because this time, we must be at that table when they are being formed. We must. And with those many, many remarks, shall I invite the board and staff we come and unveil once and for all? Please. It's everybody. We agreed yesterday, the whole board, come, whole board. And staff, come, we help unveil. We're going there to unveil somewhere there. And former staff, please. Former staff, former interns, former board, whoever is here. They are going to unveil. They know how to unveil. Malombe, please help us.
Over here. Okay. So this is going to be our countdown, and we will start from 10. I will ask you to join me in the countdown. Everything will happen like magic. All right? So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2, 1. All right. Thank you.
We've just done our strategic plan. I'm kindly inviting all of you. We go back just behind our tent. We cut a cake, yeah, and also appreciate the next moment that we'll have there. Please follow me.
Want to make a time, hali ya utumwa to make a time. Tutanyakua mashamba yetu, tupiganie uhuru wetu, tuikomboe elimu yetu, utamaduni na viwanda vyetu, utamaduni na viwanda vyetu. Sisi hatutaki kudhulumiwa, hatutaki tena mauaji. Nikupe tuliangushe, akina uhuru zichanue, akina uhuru zichanue, na haki zetu Wakenya, Wakenya, na haki zetu Wakenya. Tupiganie na vijana wetu Wakenya, Wakenya, vijana wetu Wakenya, tuwatetee na wamama wetu Wakenya. children.